Alright, let's try this again. The arc muzzleloader. You're just trying to find a snake in the dough. And just like yesterday, I'm not going to carry the big camera around with it because it's kill time. So I need to stack the odds in my favor as much as I possibly can. So just got the GoPros. I'm going to hope that I can run into one today. Super windy. There's rain coming in this afternoon. And these deer are going to be moving forward in the moment. I should be able to do a little bit of still hunting more effectively today, so we'll see what happens. Same thing, I was planning on getting in here before daylight, but I saw the forecast, so it's supposed to be gusting up to 30-mile-an-hour winds today, so opted to just come in at daylight again, still hunt. So okay, so the first leg of the plan was a bust, no deer. That wind's coming this way, so right now I'm gonna come down in on this side here, drop down into this bottom, and walk. There's a skid trail that kind of like comes up the hill and ends up way out there at the property line. So I'm gonna hit that one with the thinking that if there's anything bedded up here close to this top, it's gonna bump it up over into this next valley, so it's still on the property that I can hunt. So we're gonna see what happens. Spooked a pile of them. Dang it. I knew I was... Dang it. I freaking stepped over top of that thing, took 2 steps, and a pile of them jumped up right there. Knew I should have walked around it. Darn it, Gary, you dummy. I think I got her. Oh. I think she went down. I think I got her. Alright, well, I might have just got one. I think I made a mistake. I think I made a mistake. So long story short, I was sneaking out through, just kind of like slowly still hunting this logging road, and of course, like a klutz, I stepped over a down tree, came over the other side and stepped on a branch, snapped it. Well, like 4 or 5 of them jumped up right here and went running, like angling out this way. So I kind of hurried up and got out to literally right where I'm standing, and I looked out, and I don't think you guys are going to see it, but there's a treetop out there, and standing right here beside it, I saw a deer's body. Well, just the eye test, I said, all right, that looks like a decent sized deer. There was nothing to compare it to. But I didn't look, of course, because I'm a moron. So I pulled up, settled on her, and shot. I think I got her. I thought I saw her flip out there, but I'm not 100% sure because it's pretty thick, but I thought I saw her go down. I'm not even 100% sure, but I think I did. She was running hard. But anyways, so as soon as I shot, another one took off, and the other one looked big. So I really, really hope I didn't just mess up right there and shoot the wrong deer and shoot the littler one. I really hope I didn't. Oh no, Garrett, you messed up, buddy. You messed up. That doesn't look like a very big deer. Ah, I feel so bad. Well, guys, I found her. And I've never in my life shot a deer and then felt absolutely like garbage about it, man. I made a huge mistake. And I shot the smaller deer. And I feel absolutely terrible about it. And it's my own fault. I didn't look. I didn't look nearly hard enough, and I regret it, and I feel terrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm super thankful to the deer, but I feel bad, and I'm sorry. I'm a little bit emotional about it, but the positive out of the hunt is the fact that the plan that I had, I put in place, it actually worked. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I bumped the deer, and they tried to get up, and they were trying to go up the hill and go into the valley, the main valley that I was hunting. And I just caught them before they did, and like an idiot, I saw this one stop and stand there, and it was only like 60 yards, and I saw it turn its head, and I didn't see an antler. And then all I really had was its vitals, and of course it's hard to tell. And there was nothing. I didn't see any other deer stopped. And I feel terrible about it. But it is what it is, I guess. I shot, and I made a great shot on her, and she didn't go very far in the grand scheme of it. She went 100 yards probably. But man, I feel terrible. But it doesn't change it now, so I need to suck it up and get this deer taken care of. I've got her all packed up. She's in the back. I'm headed out. And now that I've had a little bit of time to reflect, it's just bittersweet. I got pretty emotional earlier, and realistically, I mean, there's a lot more of this than what people really ever get to see, and it's not all hero shots and happiness. There's a lot of sadness that's involved in this whole thing we call hunting here. Obviously, you're taking the life of something, so there's a sadness that comes with that. I would almost even say at times there's a form of guilt over the whole situation. But I know it, and everyone that knows me knows it. This deer, there isn't a stitch of anything on this deer that's going to waste. I'll utilize every single bit of it that I possibly can, and it's not going to go to waste. I can just promise that. But unfortunately, And obviously you already know that, but fortunately I made an assumption, and it was the wrong one. I just assumed that deer was good size, and I didn't take nearly good enough of a look at the whole thing, and unfortunately I assumed wrong. And as soon as I pulled that trigger and saw that deer take off, and then I saw a different deer that I didn't even know was there take off that looked bigger, I immediately knew what I did, and it was almost an immediate guilt. And part of me actually hoped that I got up to that shot site and didn't find any hair, no blood, no nothing. I was hoping that I missed, but context clues and hunting as long as I have, I knew I did. How that deer reacted, I knew I had put a good shot on her, and I did. Deer didn't suffer. She ran about 100 yards and piled up, but unfortunately, I made the wrong assumption. I got up to her, and she was not a very big deer, and that's my fault. There's nobody to blame but myself. And don't make this. Don't take this as me feeling sorry for myself, because it's not. It's completely my fault, and I take full responsibility for pulling the trigger, as we should as hunters. And it's just, I was wrong. And it's part of it, unfortunately. And I'm gonna feel bad about this one for quite a while. But at the end of the day, provided for me. Was able to punch a much needed tag going into the late season in Pennsylvania, and this is actually my last tag in New York, so I'm officially tagged out. And that is the first time in my life that I've ever tagged out in this state, and actually it might be the first time I've ever actually tagged out ever officially in any state. So it's a special one for me, but at the same time it didn't really go the way that I thought it was going to go. I was thinking it was going to be this big happy experience, and it actually ended up being quite a bit of a somber and sad moment. It's just the respect I have for these animals is unlike any other, and I would put myself up against a lot of people in terms of how I carry myself ethically and morally, and the amount of work that I put into hunting these things. Today I just made a bad judgment, and I'm sorry about it. Nothing legally wrong with what I did, but morally I messed up, and I feel bad, but I'm sorry. That's long-winded, and it's a lot of talking, but I needed to get it off my chest. So appreciate it. Anybody that watches this, I know that's probably going to skew some people's views of me, as it should, but at the end of the day, I gotta accept it. I'm the one that pulled the trigger, and that's that. But thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in Pennsylvania late season.